Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Travel Tip Tuesday with the Travel Mug podcast. So, like many of us, I'm sure, I have been watching gas prices get more and more expensive. And
Mm,
of course, it is affecting the airlines too. And unfortunately, we do still rely on fuel to fly. So, flights are getting more expensive, and airlines are canceling flights that are undersold or routes that aren't as profitable. So, for instance, Air Canada has paused flights between Toronto and Montreal, or some flights between Toronto and Montreal to JFK in New York, as they have other routes to LaGuardia and Newark airports that service the same area. So I recently booked flights to Calgary, and even though they were a bit more than I wanted to pay, I wanted to lock in the price in case they went up. So I booked them, and my grandfather asked me, like, can they add a fuel surcharge after the fact? Which I was like, I don't think so, but now I need to check on this. So I Googled, and here we are. So, not to worry, once you've booked and paid for your ticket, the airline cannot charge you more. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So, if your flight is canceled by the airline, such as the situation where they're reducing the number of flights, etc., the airline has to rebook you free of charge or offer you a refund. So they can't rebook you on another flight and make you pay the, difference or something like that.
right.
But in case you haven't booked, many airlines, at least here in Canada, are adding temporary fuel surcharges on redemption bookings. And flights are just more expensive in general to make up for these costs. And like we said, some airlines are reducing the amount of flights overall. So if you're planning to fly this year, I would book soon. Or change your plans if flights are outside your budget. What are your thoughts, Megan?
Yeah, and I'm sure if the airlines could charge you back, they would. Like
A
if they
hundred
could, they
percent.
would.
100% they would.
But thankfully they have. I really do think that, it's a shame. And I think that people do, if they are going to do it, they should do it soon. And you're right, you might even have to pay more if you waited for a seat sale. But like, is your seat sale going to be more than what you might have to pay right now?
Yeah, it's a
That's
it's it's a fun game to play.
That's the question. So yeah, like it's unfortunate, but it is also where we're at, and sadly we don't get to control that. So yeah, I
True.
would just say change your plans or get to booking.
Yeah. That is all we have for this week's Travel Tip Tuesday. The busy summer travel season is coming, or it's already started, really. So may the odds be ever in your favor, really, on whether your flight gets canceled or not.
Hmm.
You can always find us on social media at Travel Mug Podcast and on our website, travelmugpodcast.com. You can support the show through Buy Me a Coffee, where you'll get episode teasers and bloopers, even though we're perfect and we never make any
Mm,
mistakes.
that's
Uh,
right.
and until next time, bye everyone.
Bye.